Yo guys, what's up? It's P from PTV and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about an important topic. As far as Outriders is concerned, it's pretty important, and that is farming loot in the game. I think most of the community has been going about it all wrong. Of course, there are a couple outliers. I want to hear in the comment section. You guys are like, I've been doing this from the beginning, but a lot of us have been looking for the legendary loot, and we've just been prioritizing that more so than anything else. And granted, the legendary loot is important. The mods that come with that stuff is important, but not as important as green, blue, and even purple farming, guys. Like that stuff right there, that stuff is the foundation of your build, the ability to get those types of items with the god rolls that you need for your builds. I'm starting to believe more and more that the attributes and the god roll attributes for our builds on the lower tier equipment is more important than we originally thought. So today I want to offer you guys a 3-step process on how to go about organizing your thoughts and actually executing the farms that you need to make sure that you're getting the type of equipment that you want to get. Let's start with step number 1, and that would be identifying your build. Okay, so now I'm a pyromancer. I know that I want to be an anomaly-based pyromancer. That means I need to prioritize the main attribute that I'm looking for as anomaly power. Okay, what comes with anomaly power? We're going to be using skill-based builds. On top of anomaly power, I'm going to need cooldown reduction. And for a pyromancer like me, you're also looking for one of two other things. A more defensive attribute in skills life leech, so when I do use my skills I get life back, or I'm looking for status power, so my burn effects do a little bit more damage. This could look very, very different depending on the build that you are. If you're a build that wants to use your gun more, you're going to be prioritizing firepower, maybe close range or long range damage, depending on the type of gun that you want to be utilizing. This step is very, very important to make sure that you are organizing everything, because you don't want to do steps 2 and 3 without making sure that you have everything organized the way that you want it to and that you're prioritizing the appropriate attributes. It is always just generally a good idea in these types of games, these looter build-based games, to make sure that you have a general direction before you start using your time. All right, step number 2. Here's what we're going to be doing. We're going to actually begin farming. Now, what we want to do is prioritize the blues and the greens. This is because purples usually already come rolled with specific mods, and it makes it even more difficult to get the type that we want. When we upgrade blues and greens, we at least get the upgraded option of picking 1 out of 3 skills that we would like rolled. And of course, I wouldn't just ask you to go and farm without giving you one of my favorite blue and green item farm spots. If you'll go over to the dunes, you'll find there's a monster hunter quest called Hunt Horus. Now, generally speaking, all of the monster hunt quests are a pretty decent way to get lots and lots of lower tier loot, blue and greens, like we've been discussing. Not only do killing all of the ads and the monsters themselves drop the items, but you'll also find them inside of the several chests that are located in the monster fight area. The reason why I like to do this specific monster hunt over and over is it's just quick for me to get to. Once I get there, I kill both Horus and, I don't know, his homie. I guess there's 2 monsters that spawn, and then I just let the ads kill me. It takes about 15 to 30 seconds depending on what world tier I decide to do it at, and then after I let the ads kill me, I can do this 10 times in 5 to 7 minutes usually. After about 10 times, it's a good idea to go through your inventory and look to see if you've gotten any of the sorts of items that have the rolls that you're looking for. You're going to be very, very tempted to look at some that have maybe 2 of the 3 attributes that you've listed as the priority attributes, and then, you know, 1 mod or 2 mods that look really, really good. Here's the crux of it is you can change the mods all you want through going to a specific merchant inside of the town, but you cannot change the attribute rolls. So when we farm, we are going to be prioritizing the attribute rolls instead of the mods. Now, don't get me wrong. It is, of course, ideal that we get 3 attributes that we've prioritized and at least 1 mod that we're looking for. That way, when we go over to the merchant, going into step 3, we can add the second mod that we want. But I'm telling you, from my experience, I know this is completely subjective and some might disagree, but from my many, many hours in this game, the God-rolled attributes play a way more significant part than those mods ever could, because you can get the mods that you want rolled on specific items and then you can go change them. But once you're feeling like you've capped off because of the mods that you've put in there, you'll notice that you'll go much, much further, whether it's in the in-game expeditions or whatever sort of content you're looking to tackle, if you have lots and lots of continuity in the attribute roles for all of your items. As a bonus farming tip, if you've already got a high-level character that's capable of doing, I don't know, CT 10 to 15, anything close to that, or maybe you're super overpowered, you can farm items for other classes with that build. Now, you might be thinking, oh, what about the mod rolls on them? I might not get the mod rolls. Well, if you're looking for rolls of tier 2 or tier 3 items, then as long as you are able to upgrade the rarity of those items and roll one of those T2 or T3s, the T1 mod that comes with the items can always be rolled to something different. So you're completely capable of farming with your overpowered builds for your brand new alternative classes. All right, before we get into tip number 3, if you guys are enjoying the video, if you're finding this at least a little bit helpful, go ahead and smash the like button on the video and consider subscribing to my channel for more Outriders content. Also, I've actually just recently gotten into a conversation with somebody in one of my comment sections who admitted to me after lines and lines of discussion that they didn't even actually watch my video. So, that said, I want you guys to go into the comment section if you've watched up to this point and type the words, OMG, it ate the ice cream. If you do that, you and I will both know that you watched the video, and I would fully love to engage in conversation with you guys down in the comment section below. So tip number 3 is less mechanical and less about the game and more about you. My tip number 3 is for your emotional health. Don't get frustrated. Keep grinding. The grind is the loot-based game. That is what that's what these games are about. Now, you have tip number 1, which is to plan. Tip number 2, how to go ahead and execute your farm. Everything that we've put together to you up to this point is going to help increase the likelihood that you find the things that you're looking for. There's no such thing as planning and proper execution not affecting the luck that goes in the game and obviously your life. I don't want to get too deep into that discussion, but when you prep the way that we're expecting you to prep after watching this video, you'll find that you are much more prepared and much less affected by not getting the exact type of gear that you want. Now, I know there are going to be some people in the comment section that are pretty negative about this. They're going to be like, oh, this is common sense. Hey, it's not necessarily common sense. These games are a little bit difficult and they don't hold your hand, and they're not super transparent about how the way that you do things. That's why people look up these things on YouTube in the first place. So I wanted to make sure that I'm offering you guys a bare bones farming guide for how things should be, how they work, and how to make life easier for you guys. I know a lot of people are thinking that their RNG is just not on their side, the RNG gods are not blessing them, and so on and so forth, but you guys have a lot more control over the things that happen to you in the game than you would give yourself credit for. A lot of people are discussing that the game might be dying or the developers are killing it. Here's what I want out of this. I want you guys to have a proper farming guide so that you guys can farm the appropriate gear and try out different classes, try out different abilities, try out the skills, and then do it all over again with a brand new class, right? A brand new character. I want you guys to enjoy the game to its fullest, whether it's dying, whether it's diminishing or not, it does not matter to me. The point is, you and I are both playing this game, and my job is to help you guys enjoy the game as much as possible. All of that said, guys, I appreciate everybody who's watching. Again, consider liking and subscribing to the channel. I want to thank you guys again for all the support that we've had and getting partnership with YouTube. It's been an absolute blessing. Thank you guys so much. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching all the way to this point. Remember, OMG, it ate the ice cream. Thanks for watching again, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.